Hello everyone. Today's topic of discussion is WAM method. Okay. WAM method is basically used in case of transportation problem. Before this, we have discussed northwest corner method and LCEM method. The third method is WAM method. The full form of WAM is Vogel approximation method. Okay. The solution by this method is much closer to the optimal solution. So in case of WAM method, the first step is to find the difference between rows and column. First of all, we have to find the minimum element from each row and the next minimum element. Okay. From each row, find the minimum element and the next minimum element. Okay. So from row number one, the minimum element is we are having elements 7, 3, 8, and 6. So the minimum element is 3 and the next minimum element is 6. So in case of WAM method, first of all, we have to find the minimum element from each row and the next minimum element. So the minimum element is 3 and the next minimum element is 6. So we have to find the difference between the minimum element and the next minimum element. So the difference will be 6 minus 3. The value will be 3. Similarly, from second row, find the minimum element and the next minimum element. So the minimum element is 2 and the next minimum element is 4. So their difference will be 4 minus 2. The value will be 2. Similarly, from third row, find the minimum element and the next minimum element. The minimum element is 1 and the next minimum element is 2. We are having elements 2, 6, 5 and 1. So the minimum element is 1 and the next minimum element is 2. So their difference will be 2 minus 1. The value will be 1. Okay. Similarly, find the minimum element from each column. Find the minimum element from each column and the next minimum element. So the minimum element from the first column is 2 and the next minimum element is 4. So 4 minus 2, the value will be 2. Similarly, in case of second column, the minimum element is 2 and the next minimum element is 3. So 3 minus 2, the value will be equal to 1. Then we have in the third row, the minimum element is 5 and 5. So 5 minus 5 will be equal to 0. In the fourth column, 6 minus 1, the value will be 5. So the differences are known as penalties. So these are known as penalties. So the penalties of various rows are 3, 2 and 1. Similarly, the penalties of various columns are 2, 1, 0 and 5. So first of all, we have to find the maximum penalty. Okay, the maximum penalty from rows or column. So in this case, the maximum value is 5. Here the penalties are 2, 1, 0, 5, 3, 2 and 1. The maximum penalty is 5. The maximum penalty is 5. So in this column, the minimum element is 1. Okay. So in this column, the minimum element is 1. Since the minimum element is 1, in this case, the supply is 40. The supply is 40 and the demand is 80. Supply is 40 and the demand is 80. So maximum allocation will be 40. So maximum allocation will be 40. So here the value will be 0 and here the value will be 80 minus 40. The value will be 40. So the first step in case of WAM method is we have to find the minimum element and the next minimum element from each row and column. Then we have to find the difference between minimum element and the next minimum element. These are known as penalties. Okay. Then we have to find the maximum penalty in that column or row. We have to find the minimum element and then we have to allocate the value. Okay. So here the value is the supply is 40 and the demand is 80. So maximum allocation will be 40. So this is the first method. Similarly, now again we have to find the minimum element from each row and columns, minimum and the next minimum element, and then we have to find the penalties. Okay, again the minimum element is 2 and the next minimum element is 4. So 4 minus 2, the value will be 2. Okay, in the next column, minimum value is 2 and next minimum value is 3. So 3 minus 2, the value will be 1. In the next column, 5 minus 5, the value will be 0. Okay, since we in the next column, the minimum value is 1, the minimum value is 1 and the next minimum value is 6. So 6 minus 1 will be equal to 5. Okay. Similarly, from each row, find the penalties. The minimum value is 3 and the next minimum value is 6. So 6 minus 3, the value will be 3. Similarly, 4 minus 2, the value will be 2. Here the value is 0, so there is no need to find the penalty. Again, the maximum value of penalty is 5. The maximum value of penalty is 5. So from this row, the minimum value is 6. The minimum value is 6. So we will, here the supply is 60 and the demand is 40. The demand is 40 and the supply is 60. So maximum allocation will be 40. So maximum allocation will be 40. So here the remaining value will be 20 and here the remaining value will be 0. Okay. So this is our second step. Again, we have to find the penalties. Find the penalties from each row and column. So again, we have to find the penalties again. Okay, the minimum element from this column. Find the minimum element from this row and column. First of all, here the supply is 0. Here the supply is 0. Okay, the supply for this row is 0. The supply for this row is 0. So we will cancel this term as it is already allocated. Okay, the supply for this row will be 0. So we will cancel this row because it is already allocated. Similarly, the demand for this column is for this column is 0 as it is already allocated. So we will cancel this also. Okay. So this is our remaining area. So here we are having only two values. 7 minus 4, the value will be 3. Next 3 minus 2, the value will be 1. 8 minus 5, the value will be 3. As this is already allocated, similarly, find the penalties from each row. The minimum value is 3 and next minimum element is 7. So 7 minus 3, the value will be 4. Minimum value is 2, next minimum element is 4. 4 minus 2, the value will be 2. So this is already allocated. Okay. So the maximum penalty is 3, 1, 3, 2 and 4. The maximum penalty is 4. So allocation will be done in the first row. Now the allocation will be done in the first row as the maximum penalty from each row and column is in the first row. Okay. The maximum penalty is in the first row. So allocation will be done in the first row. So find the minimum element from first row. We are having three elements 7, 3 and 8. The minimum value is 3. Okay. The minimum value is 3. Here the supply is 20 and the demand is 50. Here the supply is 20 and demand is 50. So maximum allocation will be 20. Here the value will be 0 and here the value will be 30. Okay, since the supply of first row is 0, the supply of first row is 0, so we will cancel this row also. Okay, so we will cancel this row also. So next we have 4, 2 and 5. We are having only one row. We are having only one row. The values are 4, 2 and 5. So there is no need to find the penalties as the data is already clear. So the minimum element is one is 4, another is 2, the next value is 5. The minimum value is 2. Okay, here the demand is 30. Here the demand is 30 and supply is 100. So maximum allocation will be 30. Maximum allocation will be 30. Here the value will be 0 and here the value will be 70. The next minimum value is 4. Here the demand is 20 and supply is 70. So we will allocate 20 items. So that demand will be 0 and here the demand will be 50. The remaining demand will be 50. So in this row, the next value is 5. Demand is 50 and the supply is also 50. So we will allocate 50 items to this value. So in this way, the demand is 0 as well as supply is also 0. Now transportation cost will be equal to the first row 20 into 3 plus 40 into 6. 20 into 3 plus 40 into 6. In the second row 20 into 4 plus 30 into 2 plus 50 into 5. 20 into 4 plus 30 into 2 plus 50 into 5 plus 40 into 1. So we can multiply all the values. So the total value is 730. The transportation cost will by using VAM method is 730.